Fountain of Youth has dropped on Apple TV Plus, so let's talk about it.
Well, that might take a while. We haven't spoken in a year.
Just thought a brother would want to see his sister.
After Luke recruits his sister Charlotte to join him and his team as they look for something that their father found all those years ago but did not take, to learn what potential power this holds and if it really cures health. This is directed by Guy Ritchie and it is starring John Krasinski and Natalie Portman. So, without further ado, let's get to the review. Please let me know, did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was okay? Did you love it? Please let me know what you thought of Fountain of Youth in the comments. Also, all the reviews I do are spoilers, so not good spoilers, go watch the movie, then come back and watch this video. Also, I have a lot of content on my channel. Check those out once this video is done. And we're kicking off things with the positives. Okay. Now, this was one of my most anticipated movies of the summertime of 2025 this year. I found it very interesting, and the trailers made it look like a futuristic Indiana Jones. Like an up-to-date Indiana Jones movie. That's what it felt like, and the director, Guy Ritchie, that sounded great that he was doing a film like this. I know him from The Gentleman and the live-action Aladdin remake from 2019, which that is like my second favorite Disney movie of all time. The first is the original Aladdin, but the second, right up there, is the live-action remake of Aladdin. So, yeah. He's just, because of that movie, he's just one of those directors where if he's attached to a movie, I'm seeing it. So that's why I got really excited to this. Then I found out John Krasinski and Natalie Portman are attached to this movie and will be like the leading stars. That just got me really excited. So it all sounded great. I think it should have released in theaters. Would have made a lot more money. But yeah. Apple TV Plus, they have an okay track record. They did The Gorge, which was a movie. It's not one of my favorites of the year, but I mean, at one point it was, and I still really enjoyed that film. So, yeah, and they have F1. That one's releasing in theaters, though, but that's coming out next month. So, yeah. So this movie just looks really good. The trailers just looked decent, fun. And, yeah, so my first positive for the film is the adventure. I think this film is a very good adventure film, like the Indiana Jones movies, because the Indiana Jones movies are some of my favorite films of all time. The first and third are just absolutely incredible, and I really enjoyed that fifth movie too. So yeah, it's just, when I think of adventure, I think of the Indiana Jones movies, and just the franchise altogether is one of my favorite franchises of all time. So yeah, a movie that feels like another Indiana Jones film, like a futuristic one, just makes me excited. So, yeah, and the adventure here, really good. We go to a lot of different places. Found it very cool. Like, at the end, we go to the pyramids. Reminded me a lot of the Raiders of the Lost Ark. So that was actually really cool. We went to a bunch of other different places. And yeah, I found it to be actually really good at the adventure part. Same with the action. The action was actually pretty dang decent. We get a bunch of car chases. Like, the film opens with a car chase with John Krasinski on a little Vespa, and a bunch of just cars are chasing him, a bunch of guys trying to shoot him and stuff. Then we get a train sequence. Like, we get actually a decent amount of action sequences, like, right after each other. And yeah, it's not, like, a great action movie, no. But still, man, the movie actually does a really good job of just action sequence after action sequence after action sequence. So it does a really good job at the action sequences. They're fun, and yeah, car chases, shootouts, all that type of stuff. No crazy ones, which you're not going to expect. Like the Indiana Jones movies, they have a lot of crazy action sequences, but still, they are more of an adventure franchise. So yeah, that's what this movie is too. I think it focuses more on the adventure side than the action side. Honestly, I actually would say they're probably like equal, maybe the action even a little bit more. I think it should have focused on the adventure more, but action still decent though. Really, I enjoyed it. That's what made this film pretty entertaining. Um, I think the film is just a totally watchable movie. Uh, as you can tell, it's not good at all, but still, I think that the movie is totally watchable. It's one of those movies where you just throw it on if you want some good old action and adventure. That's what you're gonna get, and you're gonna get some enjoyable moments and scenes in this movie. But that's really all it has to offer, just enjoyment. That is absolutely it. You're not going to get anything that wows you. No funny moments, no sweet moments. You're just going to get some good old action and adventure. That's all you're going to get. So yeah, totally watchable and enjoyable film. But yeah, those are literally all my positives for the film. Let's head to the negatives. So my first negative for the film is the script. I think that the script was honestly written by AI. Whoever wrote the script does not know how to write a script for a movie. And yeah, the script sucked. All the lines that came out of a character's mouth were just like socially awkward and weird. Like we get an awesome action sequence and then someone would say like a weird line that's either like cringy, kiddish, or just weird that does not fit the tone of the scene. And I'll just be like, what? It does not fit the tone here. So yeah, the script, no, it sucked. Like one of the worst scripts I've ever seen this year. Maybe even the worst because it was just awful. Like I just wanted to love this movie, but I can't because if the lines are this bad and weird, no, that's not gonna happen. So yeah, that just honestly, the lines just really bothered me because of how weird and just awkward they were. So yeah, and we got some really cringy dialogue in here. And also, some of the jokes in this movie are actually no, all of the jokes. Because I was kind of worried in the trailer that like it'd be really like weird jokes, and that's what we got. We got very kiddish and weird jokes in this movie that just made me go like, no, it's not funny at all. Like maybe there's one chuckle from me with this one joke. One joke in this movie made me laugh. Not even laugh, just like a little chuckle. That was it. Everything else, just get out of here with that. It is trashy, kiddish jokes. Does not fit in this movie at all. Because we got one side which is an action adventure movie, and the other side with the bad script, cringy dialogue, and kiddish weird jokes. And I feel like the script and everything was written for a awful film, and then we got the awesome action and adventure, which I think is for a different film. So just separate those two things. But sadly, they came together and we made this. And the characters here, like, think about why I actually didn't talk about any of the cast members in my positives, because none of them actually did good. John Krasinski was the only one here who's actually probably trying. It just didn't work out. Like, yeah, he tried to play this really cool art thief who's like very good fighting, hand-to-hand combat, stuff like that. And yeah, that for sure. That was cool with me. Got some cool action sequences. Him on the train, some of the chases, like car chase, motorcycle chase. Yeah, those are cool. We get to see him beat up guys, stuff like that. Okay, that is cool. But other than that, like again, his lines and stuff were just like, his jokes. I think he had the joke that made me chuckle a little bit. But yeah, he was the only one. He did the best in the film. But even someone doing okay for this film is really bad if nobody here is actually acting good. And I don't know if it's the person who wrote the script's problem or what, because John Krasinski, he's a great actor. I love him from like A Quiet Place. He was just incredible in that. He's in a lot of other stuff. I can't remember anything else. But really, when I hear John Krasinski, I immediately think of A Quiet Place. And that movie is mainly so good because of him. Yeah, sure, a couple of other cast members, Emily Blunt and stuff, but John Krasinski really like carried that first film. So yeah, so I'm very disappointed here. Whether it's the person who wrote the script, actually no, it probably is. 100% actually is. Why am I even thinking that it might be John Krasinski's fault? It's not, because I hope this person who wrote the script never gets hired to do a movie again that I'm excited for. Because as you can tell, the script was just that awful. But Natalie Portman, she was not trying here. She's in a lot of good stuff, but like her here, no. She was literally just not trying it. She's a kid, and for some strange reason, her kid comes into this movie and goes on the journey with them. Why the heck is like an 8-year-old kid going with them on this journey? And honestly, like, people are making jokes and like laughing and stuff, telling him cool stuff. He just keeps a straight face almost through the entire film. Just like, yeah, it's cool. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, what the heck is this kid doing here? Like, maybe that's why the jokes and stuff are so kiddish. Like, I don't know, man. But the kid does not fit this movie. He should leave. He should have been, like, a little bit in the movie, that's it. I'm really actually, like, I'm kind of upset that a kid was in this. Like, I'm not a fan most of the time when they bring kids in this. Like, if Indiana Jones does that, like he does in the second film, Temple of Doom, that's actually one of the main reasons why I wasn't a big fan of it. Like, there's a kid driving a car. What the heck? So, yeah. But then this film, the kid, obviously, he's not as annoying as a lot of other kids in movies, but still. Like, I'm not saying all of them are. Like, look at Stranger Things, based on kids. So, like, there's some movies and shows where kids fit as the main characters, and, like, I love them and stuff. And then there's other movies where we mainly want some good old action, violence, that kind of stuff, where kids shouldn't be in it. And Fountain of Youth, that was one of those movies. So, yeah. But those are all my negatives. Let's head to the ratings. Alright, so I'm going to give Fountain of Youth a 5 out of 10. I thought this was a okay film. Sure, it was enjoyable, and there is some fun and good moments to be had in this movie. It's a totally watchable movie, but I thought everything else other than the action and the adventure sucked. The acting, the characters, the script, all of it just sucked. So that's why I'm giving Fountain of Youth a 5 out of 10. I'll see you in the next one.